Today's a deadline for the federal government to reunite more than 2,500 children, and more than 700 of those will not be with their parents. News Center 23's Derek Garcia breaking down the numbers from our Cameron County newsroom. And Derek, why are hundreds not being reunited?
Yeah, good evening, Brenda. 711 children in federal care have been deemed ineligible for reunification. The Department of Health and Human Services believes that they will meet the reunification deadline, but immigration advocates that we've spoken to call the entire process a failure. At Linear Park in Brownsville, Texas, defenders of immigrants rallied outside a federal courthouse where they say immigrants are being denied their constitutional rights.
I don't want my sentencing until I know where my child is.
Christina Patiño-Hull with the Equal Voice Network is not surprised the Trump administration will not reunify 711 children under their court-ordered deadline.
They are coming from countries that are incredibly violent, that our own government is classifying as violent.
The federal government was court-ordered to reunify thousands of children. Of the 2,551 total children identified, 1,820 of those children have been discharged from Office of Refugee Resettlement custody. 1,442 have been reunited with parents in ICE custody. Do you think that the federal government has actively made families ineligible to make the deadline size smaller?
Definitely. The federal government had no plans to reunify these families. That was not part of their plan. They were not set up for it. They didn't make a system for it. And now they're scrambling to try and make things happen because they're completely unprepared. And so they're coming up with different reasons why they shouldn't.
As of the July 26th deadline, 711 parents will not be reunified because they either have a criminal record or decline to be reunified in an effort to keep their children in the United States and seek asylum.
There's nothing wrong with people coming and seeking asylum.
Immigration attorney Rochelle Garza calls the tactic to deport families without their children or hold them in custody cruel.
We've created a whole class of criminals. We've criminalized asylum seeking.
Yeah, and these numbers are expected to change tomorrow. There is a status conference hearing in court. Tomorrow we will get more concrete numbers, but the immigration rights groups that we have spoken to have called this entire process calloused and cold, and the trauma that these children have faced completely unnecessary. I'll continue to track these numbers tomorrow and give you an update.